Hello, thank you for joining me. This is Becky Burkowski at Becky's Stampin' Daily. Today we're going to make a card from the new mini holiday catalog with the Pretty Pumpkins bundle. This is the card we're going to make. And we're using the Pretty Pumpkins bundle, which comes with the stamp set and the pumpkin dies. We're using the scallop contour dies, and we're using the rectangle stitched framelits. Here's a list of everything that I used on my card if you would like to take a picture of it. You're going to need a piece of basic white paper large enough to cut out the scallop contour die, the large one. You're going to need a piece of DSP large enough to cut out this size rectangular die. I think this is 3.5 inch wide die. This paper came from the free paper that comes in Celebration that is actually a Christmas paper, but the back side of this has deer on it, but then this side it is fall looking, so I used it for this card. You're going to need a scrap of white to stamp your images and color them. And you're going to need a 5.5 by 8.5 piece of soft suede. So let's get started. All we need to do now is stamp our images. You're using Memento ink. You're going to stamp, we're using these 3 images, this one, and this one. And so thankful for you for the greeting. So let's get them all stamped in Memento ink. And next are pumpkins. Now we're going to color them with our blends. I have already colored these to keep this video from being really long. I'll show you the colors that I used. On the stems, I used the dark crumb cake for the stems. So they'll go like this. That's what you're going to use for that. And for all the leaves, you're going to use the light old olive and accent it with the dark old olive. For this pumpkin here, you're going to use light Calypso coral for the pumpkin. I went over it twice, let it dry, and went over it again. And I used the dark Calypso coral to go back and do little accents. For this pumpkin, you're going to use the light pumpkin pie. Same thing, I did the center, I let it dry a little, went back over it, got it a little darker. And then I used the darker pumpkin pie and did some accenting. And for this pumpkin, you're going to use dark So Saffron. Just go over it a couple of times and it'll get a little darker. For the flowers, I use the dark So Saffron. That was messy. Then I went back with the light pale papaya and did this so they were kind of had an orangey color to them. See, And then the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take, because this paper has a white background, I didn't like this being so stark on the card, so I'm taking the light crumb cake and I'm going to go back and just very lightly go around and kind of tone down that white. Do it on the side of the marker so it doesn't really color your image that you colored. It just kind of tones down that white background. The holiday mini catalog started yesterday. No, it started Tuesday, I'm sorry. And if you didn't get one or you need one, let me know and I'll be happy to send you one. And celebration also started Tuesday. It's the second celebration. See, that makes, it's subtle, but it makes a big difference when you put it on this white. Okay, then you're going to take this piece here. You're going to ink up the greeting. So thankful for you with soft suede. And stamp it in the right hand corner. Make sure I've got it going in the right direction. I love this font. Ah, it's gorgeous. And now we just got to put the card together. I'm going to fold this in half and score it with a bone folder. I guess I should leave the card here so you can see it. You put the card here, and these are my supplies that I used on the card, if you want to take a picture of it. Then we're going to put this down. This particular die that I used from the rectangle dies fits perfect in the center of this. Okie dokie, so let's put this on. Nope, this is the back. Now we're putting ribbon on this, so you don't want to glue this down till you get your ribbon wrapped around it. This is the Baker's Twine Essential Pack, and it has 5 colors in it. And this color is Crumb Cake, and it has a little thicker texture than the twine, and it looked really good on this paper. So that's why I used it instead of the twine. We're going to wrap it around twice. Well, it shouldn't be that difficult. And I don't have my scissors out. And I still got it overlapped. Goodness. Okay. Let's just take it off. There we go. Okay. And then we're going to make our little, well, we can go ahead and put this down and then make the bow, and this is come undone. Okay, I'll fix you. Okay, we can put this down. Like I said, this lines up perfect for this, and it gives you the little extra stitching on the inside, which always looks good. Okay, so let's put our pumpkins on, then we'll make our bow. These particular pumpkins are put down with glue dots, and I almost did my greeting too low to get all this on here, so pay attention when you do that. I should have laid this down and then just laid it down and did the greeting. These are done with glue dots. Actually, I think I put that down with snail. Okay, I gotta be careful because I put that greeting so low. I have to have room for everything else over here now. Wow. Let me see if I can move this over a little. That's better. Pay attention to that when you stamp yours. So I almost messed this up. Okay, that's going to work. These are put down with dimensionals. Okay, let's do this one first because I want to make sure it ends up in that corner, and then I'll fill the other one in. This to be, oh, that ended up perfect, even though I messed my greeting up. See how that pale papaya just turns that yellow, soft orangey color. And this one is gonna go, oh, I cut this off. Oh, I cut this whole thing off here. So it wouldn't be so long. There we go. Okay, let's see. Let's put that. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is, these are the brushed metallic adhesive backed dots, and we're going to use this color here and put them on here. Let's see, I use the small ones. Okay, all we have left is the bow. And this has 2 loops, so we're going to go around the fingers twice. Hang that down. pinch this up. I'm going to make some bigger loops. I like it better. Do some bigger loops. Here we go. Yeah, I got to get a piece of this to tie it. Hands aren't working this morning. There we go. Let's get this even in the middle. Tie one more knot. Well, what is going on with this? I don't think it's the twine. I think it's just my hands aren't working today. Okay, worst part's over. Still didn't get my loops as big as I like them, but it'll be okay. Cut off your little tails. And we're going to put this on with a glue dot. Yeah, I like that bow better, but it is what it is. I still have these weird glue dots that are on the wrong side of the roll. Wow. There we go. Okay, come on, I'm spending way too much time on this bow. Now, everything's okay. And then trim this off. And there's your card. It's very simple. You spend a little time coloring, but other than that, it goes together really quick. Thank you for watching my video today, and I'll be doing another one this afternoon on another set, another one of these pretty pumpkin cards. And then I'm going to be doing one on this stamp set that's in the new catalog. It's called, gee whiz, I don't remember what it's called. Something sparkly. I'm not sure what it's called. It's in the back. Well, here it is. It's called Sparkle of the Season, and it has, you can do Halloween cards with it, Christmas cards with it, and fall cards with it. And I really like this little swirly thing that you can stamp and put things inside. So I will be doing this one as well in a couple of days. Thank you for joining me. Have a good day.